to see
How
you.
are you? How is everybody?
How are you?
Good.
Great seeing you.
And we're going to meet you guys at Uncle Tom's.
That
right?
sounds good.
And then we'll go camp.
Yeah.
And we're good. Uncle Tom's was established in 1864 by a gentleman named Tom Markham, minor trapper. He was well known for his tanning hides and stuff at the time. And at the time, I mean, the game up here was phenomenal there. But as the Rubicon started being a traveled way, that's Little Sluice. There's the old cars in front of this building. There's when it was two-story. And there's the Uncle Tom's cabin, the original Tom Markham's cabin. This is the Rubicon Springs Hotel. Unfortunately, I don't. Really, really good camping.
It's morning here at Loon Lake. We had a really fun night with our friends.
Is everyone behind you ready, or are they?
Morning.
Morning. How are you? Good. How are you? Good. Awesome. What's that?
Are you in low? Are you in drive? Your Jeep.
Am I in drive?
You know how to get to first gear?
Keep going. Just started the trail. It's 64 degrees out, sunny, no wind. It's insanely beautiful. Beautiful doesn't describe it.
are you?
Don't you hate when you're the gatekeeper of the Rubicon Trail at Jeepers Jamboree and the very first thing you do is forget to put your Jeep in 4 low? Yeah, that happened.
Steph, kick a locker on. Kick a locker on, Steph. Yeah, I got that all on video. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. I know. Keep going straight, Steph.
Yeah, I'm gonna crawl this?
No, you're gonna pivot around it. So this is your second Jeepers Jamboree, Stephanie, and your third time on the Rubicon. First time you did it without any rock rollers or anybody, but how are you feeling on this trip so far?
I'll be honest, it's a lot more fun during Jeepers Jamboree than when we've been without, you know, the big party. I really enjoy this whole sort of
camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie, just the event in general. It's safe, it's sound, it's fun. You know you're heading toward just a great time. But this particular day was just so beautiful. The sun was shining. It was warm out already, but not hot.
Yeah.
You know, it was
good. It was it wasn't as hard as the year before. I felt like the snowpack didn't move the rocks too much when it melted off, and we just had great tire placement, and we kind of rolled right through everything.
Excuse me, you did. I did not go into 4 low and the gatekeeper and was really struggling. So,
well, it happens to some of us.
Once I got there, I did good.
You did really good.
As you can see, they have soup bowl roped off. No one can do that.
Right here. Tug the rock. No, over here. Tug the rocks all the way up like the sand.
Huge shout out to the rock rollers who come out here and volunteer for 2 days of helping everybody get through this trail.
Seriously, it's hot out there. It's exhausting. I mean, it can't be fun to sit there for 8-10 hours a day, whatever it is, until everybody gets through it. Like risking snapping their ankle in half and
Yep.
just all the things they do. We just really appreciate them.
Thanks, guys.
And gals.
Ooh, that fender looks a little hard. Nice job, staff.
I got it. So.
Hard driver. I need you up on this. There you go. Perfect. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Yeah. Stay straight a little longer, you won't bang on the other side. Just for next time.
This is that little spot when you get done with Big Sluice and you're coming up on Rubicon Springs Bridge and you're like, where is the bridge? I just want to get to the bridge.
me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country, and it don't mean a thing if it don't pass the test. If you ain't never cheated or been cheated on, then take off your boots, you rhinestone fraud. High school memories. This is my country, my damn country. Give me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country. And it don't mean a thing if it don't pass the test. If you ain't never spent a single night in jail.
Hey girl, how are you? All right, we're heading into the water for a little bit. We're all cooked. Beer time. Water time.
My country, my damn country, give me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country, and it don't mean a thing if it don't pass the test. If you ain't never done something you regret, well then I'm proud of you. Now get it.
Gone. I was over there crawdads. Good size. That's what I heard. Good size crawdads. What?
Nightmare.
I am a nightmare.
These guys are wild. Saturday morning and the vendors are setting up. Literally hot off the grill.
I'm a single.
Oh, that's great. Sorry.
Awesome. No, these aren't flapjacks.
Flapjacks, those are different than pancakes.
Or you gonna make it a big old
Ham?
You're a little on the salty side.
No, you're in our video last
What's that? Okay, so I did.
We're doing great. How are you doing?
Pretty great.
Good. Awesome.
Yay, thank you.
Oh, so you're dripping. Oh,
no.
you're dripping. You're losing
That
it.
was her. Who did that?
Good save. Good save.
Oh, that's
You
not
want some
bad.
more? I mean.
So what we have going on this year with the raffle is all these vendors have set up out here, and the stuff that they're having for raffle.
So we got our tickets, and so we're gonna keep the big stuff for ourselves, and we're gonna give the little ones and all the vendor boxes for the things we want.
sir. Yeah, it's gonna be the best piece of meat you ever had in your life. Thank you so much for all you guys do.
Your wife is way prettier, but. Thank you. Look at those steaks.
Good looking steaks right there.
Nice.
Yeah. You look good.
Cheers. Cheers. Got the bonfire going already.
Our managers.
Yay! We love you guys. You make Jeepers Jamboree fun. Thank you. Yay!
How is that steak down there? Is that worth it? How many steaks can you cut with a plastic knife? Especially out here camping, right? That is a prime piece of beef right there.
The walk of shame.
Let's all tell him good night. Good night. Hey, your belly's showing. It is 004049.
So it's Sunday morning, and it's time to pack it up and go.
Yeah, I just didn't get to learn how to ride a unicycle last night. So
Yeah, that was a drag.
It is.
That was a really fun time. Our friends are wrapping up. Putting their stuff away. And one of the people in our group is already leaving. We're almost out of here.
Jeepers Jamboree!
Something that makes us complete when we finally see. Here with the sun on our backs, it's together with hearts intertwined.
go.
Good old Cadillac Hill.
Your nemesis.
I have always been pretty intimidated by Cadillac Hill. I mean, you've got that massive drop off on the right. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy in some spots, but
A little wet sometimes. Wasn't that wet this year. Actually, I don't think it was wet at all.
at the very bottom there might have been a few droplets, but
Yeah.
nothing to hang you up. But yeah, I really felt pretty good about it this year, first time ever.
It's all right. It's a hot rod. You gotta spin your wheels once in a while. Towards me a little bit. You know the line. You made that look too easy. We're gonna have to back you up it next year, okay? Safe travels.
Let it wash over all of me. With you I form my company. Forever close to the unknown. There's no doubts and no regret. Happy before we get another day to do it all again. Oh, throwing open all the curtains wide. Oh, not gonna miss a thing. Oh, nothing's promised to you in this life, but it's there for us to take. So live well before we break. We lay in the daylight under the old oak tree. It's simple, beautiful, it's all we need. Chasing the wonder endlessly, further into the unknown. There's no doubts and no regret. Happy before we get another day to do it all again.
This is the last lunch offering of the event.
The end of the road.
End of the road.
sir. Napkins? Sandwiches?
Cookies, crackers. The cookies, water, and monster drinks.
What'd you think of this Jeep Jamboree?
I thought it was the jamboree-iest.
All right, tell me a little bit about it.
Uncle Tom's was established in 1864 by a gentleman named Tom Markham, minor trapper. He had it, was well known for his tanning hides and stuff at the time. And at the time, I mean, the game up here was phenomenal there. But as the Rubicon actually started being a traveled way, he saw means of carrying some goods for the traveled way to make ends work better.
Yeah.
There. Eventually sold out. It definitely went through a few other proprietors. One of them being actually the people that were taking care of Rubicon Springs Hotel. They ran it for a while during the summer. For many years, it was only open during summer months. No
It wouldn't have been accessible in the winter because winters are so serious here.
Right now, it's been in the Lawyer family since 1922. There is a picture on the soffit, and that is the two-story. That also has a picture of the original Tom Markham's one-room cabin. The two-story was sitting more back here towards the edge of the meadow. That was burnt down in the late 20s, and this building that we're in right now was reconstructed closer to the road in 1930. It's been named like a resort way stop. Definitely, I mean, through its entirety, it definitely was a stop for the traveled way. The family that has it now, Irma Archie, are the lawyers that started it in 22. They bought it for the fact that they were up here each summer, and up by Wentworth, there's the old lawyer cow camp, which some of the buildings are somewhat still standing there. But so their ranch is down in Lotus, Coloma, right by the Coloma Club. Every summer they took the cows and ran them up Marshall Grade through Georgetown, all the way up through here through Wentworth, and the cowboys and the family stayed at the cow camp. Well, Irma came up sometimes, some years, when this came up for sale from a timber company that owned it. They also had some land, some other timber companies, so they did some swapping of land and some money. And she saw means of, hey, we're up here all summer long anyway, why not have a business up here and make a little money? So back then, I mean, not really a set menu. It was whatever
you had on hand.
Yes, and before refrigeration, there was actually a well. The well was used for water and as a cooler for the cooling your meats and stuff like that there. The dollar bills that you see, the true meaning behind that goes back to the Pino Grandes, which was a huge mill with its own basically community. I mean, stores, schools, churches there, and homes for the workers. But and there were single gauge, regular gauge railroad using the old steam donkeys to load. There was a cable crossing. They tried doing the chutes down to the American River, but it got all clogged up to try to take it down to the Folsom Mill, Sutter's Mill. Well, so they put a cable crossing over to the Camino Mill. So went from Pino Grande as rough cut to the Camino Mill and finish cut there for building there. But there was over 18 logging camps up here. Some of our cabins right here, there's 3 of them. 2 of them came from Camp 10, and a big one came from Camp 18, which would have been right behind us up here on the backside of Silver Ridge. But it was very common for gambling in the the camps. So when the loggers came over here, they started asking Irma, hey, if I make my mark or sign my initial and pin it on the wall, basically using it as a bank. Even though if their buddies were coming over here to stay for a couple of days, drink, eat, hoping that they could meet some people on the traveled way, they knew that they had money to stay here, eat, and drink.
That's so communal. I love that.
But yes, a lot of history on all. I mean, between Rubicon Springs, Wentworth Springs, there used to be Shilling Station at Loon Lake. There was right here on Heartless, there was a forestry station, Uncle Tom's, Balderston, Georgetown. There, so, and all these places were kind of like almost either a day or better ride in between. Back with walking, horse and buggy, horse and wagon. There,
They should have had Jeeps.
There's pictures on the wall there. There is an older picture of Rubicon Springs. Up on top, you can see the Studebakers. Studebaker did a big thing back in the day. It's all documented from the Auburn newspaper. They went with the Studebakers to prove that they could conquer basically the rougher Rubicon Trail there and stuff there. But
didn't know that. That's fascinating. So
but
very cool. Well, thank you
You're
for
welcome.
that. There's
Yeah.
nothing better than sort of getting this out of the mouth of someone who knows. And
I've been one of the yearly cabin people for over 28 years.
Wow.
I've been the manager of the place for the last 10. But most of our yearly cabin people were all volunteers. There's no one paid here. Mostly all the cabin people are in some way or another involved in what it takes to keep this place going. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. I love the spirit of understanding the relevance of the history.
my dad's side of the family, we have huge history of the gold rush, Camino, Placerville, all the little gold rush towns up in here.
So you're born and
My
raised.
grandmother was just a huge history buff. She wrote historical articles for the Mountain Democrat, and then eventually moved. Vallejo Times Herald offered her a position to basically run and run several articles and get other historical people to read to write for all
To make
kinds
sure
of different.
this stays known.
But
That is so
so I learned a lot from just family, and especially here. My grandmother did know the lawyers. When we still had our little small cabin over in Placerville Camino area, we could drive her 1956 four-door Chevy through all the dirt roads back in here and come right back into the backside of our campground right here, clear from Camino Placerville.
Okay.
There now, it's all a lot of that area is SPI, Southern Pacific Industries, which are huge timber company. You know, one of the largest landowners in Northern California or northern states.
So it's blocked. You can't drive.
They do have gates everywhere. They do not allow any type of motor vehicles whatsoever there, but you can walk in and hunt on their land. And now, especially even up in this area, they have security, especially during the summer, during high fire season. Like right now,
That makes
it was
sense.
just posted here a while back. I mean, they're not even letting walk-ins in. They're too scared of someone going in there.
I get it. And
they have
protecting
security.
their assets. Yeah.
They will hold you and let El Dorado
Trespass.
County sheriffs come and arrest little sleuths. There's the old cars in front of this building.
I don't know.
There's when it was two-story. And there's the Uncle Tom's cabin, the original Tom Markham's cabin. This is the Rubicon Springs Hotel. Unfortunately, I don't know where my Wentworth ones went. This is Deerview Lodge. As the crow flies, it was about 6 miles going towards the Pino Grand. That was an elite membership only hunting lodge.
Really?
That the European gentleman actually died, and his investors came over from Europe, and this thing was in the middle of nowhere here, and they went, oh hell no, we're not going to do this. Didn't have the same guy's dream, so they put it up for sale.
And that was, she had no problem.
No one had the same type of dream as him, even though, like I said, I mean, the game was phenomenal there. So next thing you know, they go back to Europe. It's some of he did have some members, and he did have some employees that were from the Swansboro mosquito area, because it's real close to that area. Next thing you know, the people that bought into it just wasn't getting their money's worth of what they were told they were going to be getting, for the fact that there was no one there besides the employees to run it there. So eventually the investors came back, laid off all the employees, and still kept it for sale. Well, kind of even for that era, it was almost like the hippie movement. All of a sudden, these people found it, heard about it, started squatting it, almost made a commune out of it.
Right.
Well, forestry called them, says, hey, you got a problem. You got people in here living there. So they came, got them out, and then the next winter, real low snow, real big storm, collapsed part of the roof. So forestry goes, now you got a liability, guys. If we're going to have people coming in here and trying to live, you got a collapsed building there, you got to do something. The investors finally threw up their arms and gave it to forestry. Forestry, on purpose, even way back then, burnt it to the ground. Just like a lot of old lodge. I mean, federal government, they didn't have the funds, they didn't have the people. When they don't have that, they just let things go or clear it and abandon it. This is all black and white, but this is a huge stained glass that he actually had shipped from Europe. Some people call it the Bret Hart Hotel. Bret Hart is like this part of the building over here. That was actually the Bret Hart Hotel in San Francisco. And for that time, I mean, we're talking old-time Model A trucks.
We're in the 20s here? Or?
That's probably, at the era that was finally getting finished, you are talking early 1900s there. So
Okay.
literally to go to San Francisco, pay for the Bret Hart Hotel to be disassembled, shipped over here to El Dorado National Forest, and rebuilt.